If you click this video because you recognise the game in the thumbnail, how your knees holding up, champ? If you're anything like me, you probably have fond memories of playing slime sports during class back in primary school on a computer that probably looked like this. Slime sports is one of those games you saw some kids playing and were like, oh my god, what is that? It was one of the few games you could play on those old computers that wasn't Freddy Fish, Tanks, or that weird Maths Blaster game. It was a browser-based game, and probably the first one I ever played. God only knows who at my school found it to start with. It was just one of the many games and sites that did the rounds during primary school, and things only got worse in high school. One thing a lot of these old games and animations had in common was Flash. Flash, originally Future Splash Animator, began in the mid-90s as a lightweight animation program built by Futurewave Software. It was soon picked up by Macromedia, where it became the driving horse behind much of the early internet. At a time when most websites were little more than just text and static images, Flash introduced movement, sound, games, and even early YouTube. For my generation, it was the fun side of the internet, and it's that same technology that made simple, browser-based games like Slime Sports even possible. Macromedia, including Flash Player, was absorbed by Adobe back in 2005, and there it remained until it was finally shut down on December 31st, 2020. So you're probably wondering, what happened to all the old games and animations we grew up with? What happened to Slime? Can you still even play it? Well, yes and no. Take Slime Soccer for example. I couldn't find a playable version despite being on the right page, at least not in the 5 minutes I spent looking. But shout out to oneslime.net for not only having a bunch of playable slime sports games, but even a comprehensive history of slime. I had no idea there was even an old Wikipedia page at one point for some obscure old Australian Flash game. I played a round of volleyball for old time's sakes and got my shit absolutely handed to me by the pathetic white slime. I mean, if he didn't drop a single point to me, who's really the pathetic one here? But I digress. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope I've inspired someone out there to go play a quick match for old time's sake, or maybe even for the first time ever. Until next time, ciao for now.